Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily English with Emma.
Hey, great to see you all. I'm James.
So, here's a question. How many English commands do you think you use every single day?
Maybe 40?
I think it's way more than that.
Really?
Absolutely. Think about it. Come in. Sit down. Wait a second. Have a look. We say these all the time without even noticing.
You know what? You're right. Commands are everywhere. At home, at school, at work, even when you're texting someone.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Most English learners know lots of vocabulary, but they don't always know the everyday expressions native speakers actually use.
That's what this series is all about.
We'll start with the basics and gradually move to more natural, advanced English. No rushing, no confusing explanations.
We'll also look at pronunciation, common mistakes, and different ways to make commands sound more polite.
By the end of this series, you'll have a toolkit of English commands you can use with confidence. Ready to get started?
Let's dive in.
Before we begin, if you're enjoying our lessons, tap like and subscribe to support the channel.
And if you know someone learning English, share this lesson with them.
Thanks for your support. Now, let's get started. Alright everyone, let's begin with Level 1, Basic Commands.
These are the commands you hear everywhere. At home, with friends, in classrooms, and in daily conversations.
Exactly. These commands are short, simple, and extremely common. In English, we often use the base form of a verb to give a command.
For example, instead of saying, "you come here," we usually say, "come here."
Right. The subject, you, is usually understood. The command itself is enough.
Let's start with some everyday basic commands.
The first command is, come here. It means move toward the speaker. For example, Tom, come here for a second. I need to show you something.
You can use it with friends, family members, or children.
But remember, your tone matters. Come here with a strong voice can sound angry.
Yes, the same words can sound completely different depending on your voice.
The opposite command is go away. It means leave this place or move away. Example, the dog is sleeping, please go away quietly.
But be careful. Go away can sound rude when speaking to people.
Exactly. With people, we often use softer expressions like, could you give me some space? Or, can we talk later?
Next, sit down. This means move into a sitting position. Example, please sit down. The meeting will start soon.
Teachers use this command a lot in classrooms. Everyone sit down and open your books.
And friends might say, come on, sit down. Tell me what happened.
The opposite command is stand up. It means rise from a sitting position. Example, please stand up when your name is called.
You might hear this in schools, ceremonies, or exercise classes.
Next, a very important command, stop. It means do not continue. Examples, stop talking, stop running, stop touching that.
This one is often used when there is danger. Stop, the road is busy.
Yes, it's short, clear, and powerful. Another common command, wait. It means stay where you are or pause for a moment. Example, wait, I forgot my phone.
In casual conversations, people often say, wait a second, or wait a minute.
And remember, wait is different from hope. Many learners confuse them. I'm waiting for my friend means I stay until my friend arrives. I hope my friend comes means I want my friend to come. Now, listen. It means pay attention to sound or information. Example, listen carefully. This information is important.
Parents and teachers use this one often.
Friends also say, listen, I need to tell you something. Here, listen means pay attention to what I'm saying. Emma, the command look means direct your eyes toward something. Example, look at that bird. Look over there.
A very common phrase is, look at this. People use it when they want to show something interesting.
Now let's compare look and watch.
Good idea. Many learners mix them up.
We use look for directing your eyes toward something. Example, Look at the picture. But we use watch when something moves or continues for some time. Example, watch the movie, watch the game.
So, look at the clock, but watch the clock.
Exactly. Watch the clock means keep checking the time. 2 more basic commands, open and close. Examples, open the door, close the window.
You can use them with books, bags, boxes, apps, and many other things.
You can use them with books, bags, boxes, apps, and many other things. Emma, for example, open your email, close the file.
Here is a very common, polite command. Come in. It means enter. Example, someone knocks on the door. You say, come in.
You'll hear this in offices, classrooms, and homes. Another useful command, get up. It means leave your bed or stand from a place. Example, get up, you'll be late for school.
Many people hear this every morning from their alarm clock or from their parents.
True. Get up is probably one of the first commands many children learn. The command, be quiet, means stop making noise. Example, be quiet, the baby is sleeping.
In a classroom, teachers may say, please be quiet and listen.
Adding please makes it softer. Another everyday command, hurry up. It means move faster. Example, hurry up, the bus is leaving.
But the tone is important. It can sound impatient.
Right. A softer version is, could you hurry up, please? Or, we need to leave soon. Practice time.
Okay, listeners, let's practice. I'll say a situation, and Emma will give the command.
Ready.
Your friend is far away, and you want them to come closer. Type your answer in the comment below.
Come here.
You want someone to stop talking. Please type your answer in the comment below.
Be quiet.
You want someone to open a door.
Open the door.
Someone is sitting and needs to rise.
Stand up.
Someone is moving too slowly.
Hurry up. Great job. These basic commands may look simple, but they are the foundation of everyday English.
When you master these small expressions, your conversations become faster and more natural.
In the next level, we'll move beyond basic commands and learn everyday commands that native speakers use at home, with friends, and in daily situations. End of Level 1. Now we're moving to Level 2, Everyday Commands.
These are the commands you'll hear in real conversations every single day.
Exactly. They are not only for classrooms or workplaces. You'll hear them at home, with friends, while shopping, traveling, and during casual conversations.
Some of these expressions are so common that native speakers use them without even thinking.
So let's learn how to use them naturally. The first everyday command is, have a look. It means look at something or check something. For example, have a look at this photo. I think you'll like it.
This sounds more natural and friendly than simply saying, look at this.
Yes, you can use it when showing someone information, a picture, a message, or an object. Example, have a look at this report before the meeting. Next, take a seat. It means sit down. This is often used in offices, clinics, and formal situations. Example, welcome, please take a seat.
With friends, you might simply say, sit down. But in professional situations, take a seat sounds more welcoming.
Here's a very useful expression, take your time. It means don't hurry. You can do something slowly. Example, don't worry about the decision, take your time.
People also say it when someone is choosing something. At a shop, take your time. Let me know if you need help.
It shows patience and removes pressure. The command, follow me, means come with me or walk behind me. Example, follow me, I'll show you your classroom.
You'll hear this from tour guides, teachers, and people showing others around.
For example, follow me please, the meeting room is this way. Next, keep going. It means continue. Example, you're doing well, keep going.
It can be used for studying, exercising, working, or learning a skill.
For example, when you practice English every day, keep going. Progress takes time. Another common command, try again. It means make another attempt. Example, that answer isn't correct. Try again.
Parents and teachers often use this with children.
But it's also useful for adults. For example, I didn't understand your pronunciation. Try again. Now here's a very modern casual expression. Check this out. It means look at something interesting. Example, check this out. I found an amazing place for dinner.
You'll hear this a lot in conversations and online videos.
It's common when someone wants to share something exciting. The command, come on, has several meanings.
Yes, this one can be confusing for learners.
Exactly. The meaning depends on the situation. It can mean hurry. Example, come on, we're going to be late. It can also mean encouragement. Example, come on, you can do it.
And sometimes people use it when they don't believe something. Example, come on, you can't be serious.
Next, calm down. It means become relaxed and less upset. Example, calm down, everything is under control.
Be careful with your tone. If someone is angry, saying it too strongly can make them more upset.
Good point. A softer version is, take a deep breath, or let's talk about it. A very important command, be careful. It means pay attention and avoid danger. Examples, be careful, the floor is wet. Be careful with that glass. Parents use this one every day. Especially when children are running around the house. Similar to be careful is watch out. Next command is watch out. This is usually used when there is immediate danger. Example, watch out, there's a car coming.
It's a quick warning.
Exactly. You say it when someone needs to react quickly. Next, hold on. It means wait for a short time. Example, hold on, I'll be there in a minute.
People use this often on phone calls. Example, hold on, let me check that information.
The next command, pick it up, means lift something from the ground. Example, your book is on the floor, pick it up.
But it can also mean improve your speed or effort. Example, the team needs to pick it up in the second half.
That means they need to work harder or faster. The opposite is put it down. It means place something somewhere. Example, put the box down carefully.
You might also hear, put your phone down, meaning stop using your phone.
Another useful command, move over. It means move to one side to make space. Example, move over please, I need to sit there.
In casual conversations, it's very common. Practice time.
Let's practice these everyday commands. I'll describe a situation. Please write the correct command in the comments below. Ready. You want someone to look at an interesting picture. Please write the answers in the comments below. Have a look.
You want someone to relax and not hurry.
Take your time.
You want someone to come with you.
Follow me.
You want someone to continue trying.
Keep going.
You see danger and want to warn someone quickly.
Watch out!
Excellent work! These everyday commands will help you sound much more natural in real conversations.
Remember, learning English is not only about memorizing words. It's about knowing how people actually communicate.
In the next level, we'll focus on classroom commands, workplace commands, polite commands, and advanced commands.
See you soon in the next lesson.
If you're enjoying our lessons, tap like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you know someone learning English, share this lesson with them. Thanks for your support.